So we have ourselves another update to go over in regards to the whole Palworld versus Pokemon, Nintendo versus Pocket Pair lawsuit that is going on, and it just seems like that Nintendo has been handed L after L after L, and honestly folks, you love to see it. So let's get into this here. US Patent Office boss orders re-examination of Nintendo's controversial summon character and let it fight Pokemon patent, which IP expert claims further undermines credibility of its case against Palworld. The director of the United States Patent and Trademark Office has ordered a re-examination of Nintendo's controversial summon character and let it fight Pokemon patent after it was heavily criticized by IP lawyers. In September, IP lawyers criticized the US patent system and the USPTO after Nintendo was awarded a Pokemon patent that revolves around summoning a character and letting it fight. And I have said this before and I will say it again. This right here is absolutely something that we all love to see. Nintendo really truly needs to get off of their damn high horse, and they need to be humbled and taken down a few pegs. I have completely and utterly disagreed with the entire premise of trying to patent the characteristics of summoning characters or monsters in battle. Like, that right there, in my honest opinion, that is just like trying to patent the ability to allow for characters to walk in video games. Like, I have been against this patent since day one. This is essentially trying to patent an entire game mechanic that countless of other games have used, the summoning other creatures mechanic. But it's only until Palworld made a scene and burst on with extreme popularity and acclaim that Nintendo decided to pull this shit right here. Let's be honest here, all of this has everything to do with jealousy, and quite honestly, you can't convince me and a lot of other people otherwise, because this right here is nothing more than jealousy and bullying. And let me just also say this, the fact that they even thought that they could get away with something like this, and that it was actually approved previously, that right there just absolutely blows my mind. Like, honestly, what's next? Is Nintendo gonna try to patent the ability to make characters walk in video games? Because honestly, I feel like that's where this is all headed. That's why Nintendo needs to be stopped dead, frozen in its tracks. GamesFree reported that patent number 12403-397, dubbed the 397 patent, was granted by the USPTO without any objection to Nintendo, which is embroiled in ongoing litigation with Pocket Pair's Palworld. While the patent sums up how Pokemon games work, and that you summon a Pokemon to battle other Pokemon in the hope of adding them to your collection, there are countless other games that use similar mechanics, such as Persona, Digimon, and even Elden Ring, depending upon how the patent is interpreted. At the time, IP expert Florian Mueller took to social media to say Nintendo should never have received a summoned character and let it fight patent in the first place. Couldn't fucking agree more, honestly. While video game patent lawyer Kirk Sigmund told PC Gamer these claims were in no way allowable. Now, GamesFree has reported that Donald Trump nominee John A. Squires, who only became director of the USPTO in September, has personally ordered a re-examination after he determined that substantial new questions of patentability have arisen to certain claims made by the patent. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. When the US president is even getting involved in this, oh man, you know shit's about to go down. Like, imagine if you make a decision and it's so bad that even the president or prime minister, if you are, you know, in other countries, like Canada, for example, you know, our version of president is prime minister. Anyways, imagine if your country leader gets involved in this. That's how you know things have gotten that bad. Here's Squire's description of the claims in question. The 397 patent issued with claims drawn to control the movement of a player character in a field of a virtual space, causing a sub-character to appear in the field, controlling a battle in a manual mode when an enemy character is present in the location the sub-character has appeared, and when an enemy character is not present in the location the sub-character has appeared, automatically moving the sub-character and controlling a battle in an automatic mode when an enemy character is placed at a designated location. In his order, Squires pointed to two older US patent applications, one filed by Konami in 2002 and the other by Nintendo itself in 2019 as prior art references. Both Squires said would be important in deciding whether the claims are patentable, and each raises a substantial new question of patentability. Mueller, writing for GamesPhrase, said Squire's order was down to the public outrage at the award of the patent and concerns about the reputation of the US patent system as a whole. While this re-examination isn't a revocation order, Mueller insisted it is now highly likely that the USPTO will revoke Nintendo's 397 patent. Nintendo has 2 months to respond. So first, they get rejected by Japan, and now they are being rejected, essentially, or at bare minimum, confronted and challenged in the US. Oh my god. What does this mean for Nintendo and the Pokemon Company's high-profile legal battle with Pocket Pair over Palworld? Mueller said it further undermines the credibility of Nintendo's patent assertions against Pocket Pair's game. This is the latest legal blow for Nintendo in its battle against Palworld. Last month, one of the Nintendo patents related to its monster capture patents filed last year was rejected by the Japan Patent Office, or JPO for short, for lacking originality. And that right there, man, it just absolutely that's just music to my ears. The office's reasoning for the rejection made reference to older games with similar mechanics that were released even before 2021, including Ark, released in 2015, Monster Hunter 4 of 2013, and Japanese browser game Kantai Collection, also 2013. Ironically, Pocket Pair's Craftopia 2020 and Niantic's Pokemon Go 2016 were among other examples of games that were used to argue that the patent lacks originality. The case involves 3 main patents granted by the JPO, 2 related to monster capture and release, and 1 relating to riding characters. And I think also the riding characters patent is completely bullshit, because again, like other mechanics that Nintendo is trying to gain patentability on, these are mechanics that have been used by countless games with seemingly no issue. So again, it all ties back to their jealousy and attempt at bullying on Palworld, because Palworld oh so dares make a game that is eclipsing and crushing Pokemon. All 3 patents were filed in 2024 after Palworld came out. However, they are actually derived from earlier Nintendo patents dating from 2021. In other words, it seems that once Palworld came on the scene, Nintendo filed divisional patents that were geared to fight specifically against Palworld's alleged infringement of the original patents. Since then, Pocket Pair has made changes to Palworld's disputed mechanics. The November 2024 patch removed the ability to summon pals by throwing Pokeball-like Pal Spheres. Now pals just materialize next to you when summoned. And honestly, that right there was fucking bullshit. Plain and simple. In May this year, another Palworld update changed how you can glide in the game. Instead of directly grabbing onto glider pals, now you just simply use pal-buffed glider equipment. The case has rumbled on, with Nintendo even rewriting a mount-related patent mid-lawsuit and arguing that mods should not count as prior art. So, this right here, not only are they showcasing their absolute desperation when it comes to trying to rewrite and change a patent mid-lawsuit, but the amount of arrogance and pretentiousness for them to sit on their fucking high horse and claim that mods shouldn't count as prior art? Genuinely, Nintendo, you can go fuck yourselves with that. So what happens next? Mueller said there may not be any further developments this calendar year related to Nintendo's lawsuit against Pocket Pair or patents that are related to it, but decisions are expected next year. And I just want to say that I will keep you guys in the damn loop as soon as we get the scoop on any updates in regards to this, because right now, and I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, but I am absolutely chomping at the bit for there to be a good result. Because here's the deal, okay? Like, I'm not trying to say all of this to try and constantly bang down Nintendo, but here's the thing, is that what Nintendo is doing, how they're going about things, that right there is more than worthy of criticisms, okay? I would be in the exact same type of criticism boat if this was any other company, okay? So this isn't just a case of Nintendo doing this. It's a case where it is a multi-billion-dollar company trying to bully and trying to strong-arm their way to the top by really scummy means to try and snuff out creativity from their competition. Like, this isn't a trend, this isn't a flavor of the month type of thing. I don't want to fucking hear it in the comments, okay? This is strictly on principle because nobody should be doing this, ever. But decisions are expected next year. All eyes will be on presiding Judge Motoyuki Nakashima, who leads the patent division of the Tokyo District Court. It is even more likely that Nintendo will lose, Mueller said. At the Game Developers Conference, GDC, in March, IGN sat down for an extended conversation with John "Bucky" Buckley, Communications Director and Publishing Manager for Palworld developer Pocket Pair. We spoke following his talk at the conference, Community Management Summit, a Palworld roller coaster surviving the drop. During that talk, Buckley went into candid detail about a number of Palworld's struggles, especially the accusations of it using generative AI, which Pocket Pair has since debunked pretty soundly, and stealing Pokemon's models for its own pals, a claim that the person who originally made it has since retracted. He even commented a bit on Nintendo's patent infringement lawsuit against the studio, saying it came as a shock to the studio and was something that no one even considered. Last month, former Capcom game developer Yoshiki Okamoto, I hope I'm saying that right, issued comments seemingly against Pocket Pair and Palworld in the legal battle, sparking a backlash from viewers. In a YouTube video posted on his channel on September 27th, Okamoto said Palworld has crossed a line that should not be crossed, and I don't want the world to become a place where this kind of thing is acceptable. And this right here is the video that was linked in the article here, and oh man, just talk about absolutely destroyed by the like and dislike ratio. Palworld, which is currently in litigation with Nintendo, will be officially released next year, and we can just see that the comments are absolutely lambasting him for what he said here. Like, that's just absolutely crazy. Like, let's take a look here. They're being sued, so you shouldn't play it, quote-unquote. Okay, sounds like we should all sue Nintendo for their illegal bribes used to grant patents without review, then nobody should play any of their games. Ouch! Blink twice if Nintendo is holding your family hostage. This man is brave for keeping comments on, which, you know what, I will throw a little bit of nugget of credibility here. Like, I gotta at least say that at least this individual is keeping the comment section on, but that credit, that props is like maybe like a centimeter, okay? It's maybe a centimeter, maybe half a centimeter, but anyways, like, it's just absolutely crazy how this is even, like, happening, you know? Like, I just don't understand what would possess an individual to try and make a video like this. Like, here's the thing, okay? If you got criticisms against Palworld, that's absolutely fine. but when you are trying to just talk shit out your ass in which none of it makes any sense, like, don't be surprised if you get freaking lambasted. Like, I think this all can be summed up to the simple principle of fuck around and find out. The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. And it seems like that Nintendo bit off a little bit more than what they can chew, because I bet you they weren't counting on the amount of pushback and the amount of support when it comes to the camp of Palworld. And here's the thing, okay, is that Palworld, you know, I get some of the criticisms of it, like, I really truly do, but here's the thing, is that now it has gotten to the point where it is indisputably, irrefutably, nothing more than a case of jealousy and bullying on Nintendo's end. And based on what took place in Japan, and now in the United States, it seems like Nintendo may actually lose this one. But what are your guys' thoughts and opinions about what we discussed here in this video? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I always love to hear back from you amazing legends in the comments down below. Thank you guys so very much for all the love, all the support, all of the feedback that you've given to me on my videos. That's one of the main reasons why I make content, because I want to hear from you guys. I want to absolutely hear from you guys. No ifs, ands, buts, or knee chokes about it. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for giving this crazy nut house a chance to entertain, inspire, and inform all of you, depending on what we talk about in videos. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.